Let's turn now to the almighty U.S. dollar. It's stronger right now than it has been in over a decade. Pressure on the euro in particular has helped to send the dollar higher against it. Michelle, this is really great for me because I'm going to Italy
I know.
In June. And so I'm working on trying to figure out when I need to lock in different things. But what does this mean for the U.S. economy going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I've even heard that people talking here about booking your flights, you know, in euro, if you could, you know, buying your airline tickets overseas. Everyone's trying to figure out how they can take advantage of this. There's clearly been a lot of concern about the adverse impact. And the truth is, for the most part, in terms of like exports and manufacturing, it's been limited. I mean, we've definitely seen a bit of a slowing in manufacturing activity from where we were last fall when it was just booming. Maybe some of that's the oil story as well, which is related to the dollar. I tell you, the one thing I think we have to watch for, though, when people ask me, I'm not so worried about the direct impact on exports as I am about the indirect impact that it may have on company earnings. A lot of companies, a lot of earnings are made overseas. And so even if there isn't an impact in terms of exports, the earnings numbers look weaker, which undermines the equity market, and then that feeds through more broadly to how people here feel about just spending domestically. That's the channel that I actually watch most closely.
Right. I mean, Andy, it got to be a little bit of a broken record, even just, you know, the most recent earnings season, hearing about the strong dollar over and over.
Right.
I mean, some people were saying they're using it as an excuse, but what do you think, I mean, the impact on corporations is going to be, and are you as worried as Michelle seems to be?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Europe, you're starting to hear about a recovery, but that's also another broken record, right? We've been hearing about that quarter after quarter. It's not going to help, but just think for a minute about the divergence between the U.S. economy and Europe.
Absolutely,
I mean,
yes.
it is more, and of course, the dollar's stronger yet again today. I mean, it's like night and day now, right?
Right, and the charlatans who told us that the dollar was going to become toilet paper, right? We heard this for several years, you know, when the Fed started doing quantitative easing. Well, that's it. You know, Ben Bernanke, we're going to be the Weimar Republic. You're going to have wheelbarrows full of dollar to buy a loaf of bread. I haven't heard the Peter Schiffs of the world come out and say, you know what, I was wrong about that. They're still waiting for the apocalypse.
Step up,
Peter. We've been waiting for the apocalypse.
Step up. I took ownership.
Yeah, he owed
exactly.
his call on the jobs report.
If you've been waiting for the apocalypse as an investor,
Say
you've missed out 6 years of a rally.
Right.
And it's just something to think about when you hear somebody saying something outrageous, either good or bad. Take it with a big grain of salt.